I'm here today to tell you the story behind the breakup song because it was pretty unanimous. I want to start with a disclaimer. Everything that I say on here is completely my side of things, and it may have looked different from the guy's side. I'm not going to use their names, probably. There's two sides to every story, and whatever I tell you is confidential between you and me and the internet. I also want to mention, I didn't name it the breakup song because me and this guy were never technically together. My dad named it the breakup song because it's probably the only one of my songs that he knows like by heart because he thinks it's so funny, and every time he meets someone he's like, "This is Corey. Corey, sing your song." Now, I wrote the breakup song in high school. Going into senior year, I was really close with this guy. We really hadn't talked much before that, and then senior year we sat by each other in all our classes and we just started like talking and bantering and making fun of people, and it was honestly so much fun, and he became like my best friend. I think it's natural whenever you're close with someone to develop feelings for them. I wasn't like in love with him or anything, but I really liked him. It was high school and he was cute and tall. After a while, like I developed a crush on him. I hadn't said anything about it. We were just super close and we hung out all the time. And then I saw that he had like an anger issue, like a temper. And the first time was something so irrelevant, I don't even remember what it was. I don't know, whatever. It was something tiny. He got mad at me. He didn't talk to me for like a week. And then after we recovered from that, we were fine. Like a week later, they were selling soccer t-shirts. And I bought a soccer t-shirt from somebody else on the soccer team. I guess I had told him at one point or another that I was gonna get mine from him. Didn't think it was like that big of a deal because I was just like, that t-shirt. He came in the next day and apparently that guy had like given him a really hard time about it in the locker room. He was like, "You bought a t-shirt from blah 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 blah," and got super mad at me. He literally cut me out of his life for 6 months, like just ignored my presence, acted like I wasn't there. It was extremely painful because like not only did I have a crush on him, so like I had feelings invested in it, he also was my best friend. It was like 4 out of 7 classes together. So we literally were sitting next to each other in 4 classes of 7 classes of the day, and he wouldn't acknowledge my presence. I'm sitting there like hanging on like what day is gonna be the day that he talks to me. Like any like tiny encounter, I was like, are we talking again? Are we talking again? Are we talking again? Nope, nothing. For 6 months. About the 5th month, I'm sitting in my car by the field house and a friend of mine walks up and we're like chit-chatting, and she was like, "Hey, like I saw at Dairy Queen the other day and like I just like said hi to him," and I was like, "Oh yeah, like you're friends with Corey." And he said, yeah, I think she thinks that we're dating, but we're not." My like immediate reaction was probably something along the lines of like, oh! I was flabbergasted. My voice is getting all ghetto because I'm getting upset. I'm like, you know what has happened is that this boy knows another Corey, because I know 5 months of not speaking to me, acting like I don't exist, not even being my friend after we were like best friends. This boy wants to play me like I'm delusional. Boys have this thing that they do where they have a loophole where they can just call a girl crazy.
And then he's like, "Oh yeah, like okay, she's crazy, it's fine."
First of all, I am not, well, I am crazy, but I didn't do anything that would have tipped him off to that. I never thought that. And then I found out about all of these rumors that he had told our friends, just things that were like wild. I went home and I wrote the choruses. At the end of the 6 months, he ran into my little sister and he was like trying to talk to her.
Blah, 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 blah.
She was like, no, don't talk to me. You've been mean to my sister. And he's like, what? She's like, yeah, you've been mean to my sister and we're not friends, so get your life together. It was one of 2 things. Either he was super regretful and flooded with an overwhelming feeling of wanting to talk to me, which is what I like to think, or my sister's hot and he realized that he couldn't talk to her until he talked to me first. So I get this 7-page long apology. I don't even remember why I was mad at you, blah, 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 blah. I miss you, like, let's try and rebuild our relationship. But as a 17-year-old, when he said, let's rebuild our friendship, I said, no. Then I wrote the verses for it. We're good now. We're totally fine now. We chit-chatted a few times since high school and like we're good. Like I forgave him. Thanks for tuning in to hear the story behind the breakup song. I really hope that you enjoyed it and I hope that it lit up your day, made you laugh, maybe made you angry about one of your exes so that you'll go back and listen to the song because don't I know it. It makes you feel better every time. I'll be posting a couple more songs this week that you guys can vote on and then I'll tell the story behind whichever one you choose. And trust me, they get better.